Okay, so now it's time for the Ed, and Eddy TV movie. I already gave my thoughts on the Ed and Ed TV series, so now I'll give my thoughts on the movie that ended it all. Yes, this is the movie that came out 8 to 10 years after the first episode of the series and finally tied everything up. Is it good? Is it a satisfying conclusion to a show that was a really big part of my childhood? Well, let's dive in. First off, the voice acting, and it's as good as it's ever been. The actors are able to slip back into their roles rather easily at this point and give them life. They've been doing them for about 8 years, so I don't see why they couldn't. The characters are still very entertaining, and this movie really helps to expand some of the characters, actually. Many are at their funniest or weirdest. Rolf. Or Johnny. Johnny's hilarious in this movie as well. As for the animation, it's an upgrade from the actual animation of the show, and it really makes the TV movie stand out from its its series brother and stuff. There are several new and unique locations that the show has never been to before, and they're just brought to life by the animation in this TV special. And for a movie as crazy as this is, it's imperative that the animation keeps up with it and maintains quality throughout. And for the most part, it does, luckily. And the story of this movie was really, really important because it's the final part of the Ed and Eddy TV series, which hasn't really been known for its overall arc and story, but this is just concluding everything, trying to give you a satisfying conclusion. It's a 90-minute runtime, and is actually trying to tell a complete story and bring the series to a close. Was it good? It's the best the series has ever put out, in my opinion. The characters are all fleshed out in new ways, and almost all of them are given a chance to shine. Maybe a couple could have used a little bit more, but pretty much every character got a moment to shine in the sun. Several plot points that have been teased throughout the series are finally brought to fruition, and many of them are very satisfying. A couple are misses, but most of them are just dead on. And like I said before, the characters are potentially at their funniest in this TV movie. Like Johnny, the way they used Johnny was just funny. Rolf is just as weird as he's always been, and Eddy are Ed and Eddy. Their antics are entertaining, and they're dumbasses. That's what they are. The conflict and resolution is actually the best part of this movie, and I think it's probably the best way the show could have gone out. The characters go all over the place, and you finally get to see like all of this area beyond the cul-de-sac. You've gotten hints and everything, but they go out of Peach Creek and just explore stuff, and they're going on a road trip basically, and it's really entertaining. And you also finally get to meet a character who's always been mentioned, but you've never really seen or heard him. He's never been there, but you finally get to see them, and it is a surprise when you finally see them. I found it rather cool. Some people might not like it as much because it might be a little cliche, but I liked it when they finally did it. Overall, like I said before, this movie is a satisfying conclusion to the Ed and Eddy TV series. And this, like I said before, this TV series made up a large part of my childhood, along with shows like Courage the Cowardly Dog and Powerpuff Girls and Dexter's Laboratory. And it was so nice to see at least one of those shows brought to a satisfying conclusion while I was still watching cartoons on Cartoon Network. It delivers in almost every department, and if you are a fan of Ed and Eddy, like I am, but you haven't watched this yet, go do that. Go do that. And other than that, I'll see you later. But seriously, go watch this movie. Bloopers, and there were a lot of them on this one. A lot. Okay, it is time for... Okay, so now I'm finally getting to a movie I've been wanting to review for a while on this channel. The Ed and Eddy TV movie. I already posted my thoughts on the series. The series, along with the TV movie, is what finally motivated me to set up my own YouTube channel, because it just made me want to start talking about stuff that was sentimental to me or nostalgic kind of, and them as well as the nostalgic critic, which... Okay, now for something I've been saying, I was gonna be there. Okay, you know what? And now, for a movie that is the reason I started this channel, because I really... Okay, so now for the movie that is one of the main reasons I started this channel, because I wanted to review it, and it kind of inspired me to maybe start my own YouTube review channel. I'm not really that popular right now. I don't know if I'll ever be, but it's made me want to just put out my opinion on things, and it's just something I've been wanting to do for a while, and this really motivated V. Blah, 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 blah.